You see, the DARE program was cut in 2004, the year I was hired at the police department, due to lack of funding. It had once been a thriving program started by Dave Stidham and expanded under the leadership of Officer Rick and Officer Ed Peters. The thought of being a DARE officer had never really crossed my mind, as it hadn't seemed like an option. When the opportunity was presented to me by Chief Stanley, I nervously said yes. There's a saying often used in police trainings that comes to mind when I think about that decision. There are two things that cops hate: change and when things stay the same. I was confident in my abilities as a patrol officer, but I was nervous about the risk of not being good at being a DARE officer. It came with a challenging training and something that I had no experience doing. I was reassured by Officer Rick and Officer Ed, and with their guidance, I was able to complete my training and prepared to restart the DARE program in December of 2013. Taking risks to seize opportunities is a must if you're going to succeed. The relationship I've built and the risks that I've taken have brought me to you all here today. In December of 2013, many of you graduates were fifth graders at the intermediate school in its first year at its current location. The new schools had just been built and the elementary and middle school grades were moved into their new buildings. Bellefontaine students and community said goodbye to Northeastern, Southeastern, and Western elementary buildings. You guys got to finish out your last elementary year in a strange new but very old building. To top it off, you were introduced to Officer Andy and told that he would be coming to your class for several weeks to talk to you about things like peer pressure, making good choices, and being good citizens. That's a lot of changes for a fifth grade class to handle, but you all were amazing and immediately made me realize that not only was DARE class interesting and fun for you, but it was going to be life-changing for me. The class of 2021 shaped me into the DARE officer I was destined to become. The lessons came to life in the classroom with those first days. I enjoyed my first skating party since I was in fifth grade. I held my first DARE graduation where I was nervous to talk to not only in front of you, but probably a lot of these same parents that are in the audience tonight. I had taken the risk to become a DARE officer, worked hard, and put my all into doing the job the best I could, and I enjoyed the success of sharing a celebration with you. No class of fifth graders would ever be as meaningful to me as the class of 2021. I did work hard to make every year better. I was never satisfied and believed that there was always something more that I could be doing to make connections with the kids in my community. I added programs outside of school, such as Cops and Bobbers, DARE Camp, and the DARE Lock-In. I worked hard at each event and special program to make sure it was the best that it could be for those that attended. I built relationships that I continue to see the benefits of as I once again returned to patrol full time. Through all of this, at each step along the way, there was my DARE officer, Officer Rick, cheering me on and giving me guidance that helped me to succeed. That brings me to where I am today. After 7 years of instructing DARE and building relationships with the youth of Bellefontaine, a new opportunity presented itself. Once again, I was filled with some of those same fear and self-doubt I had felt when I was asked to become a DARE officer. Once again, there was Officer Rick telling me this was something I should do. I took his advice, and in May of 2020, I was promoted to sergeant. So I made my way back to second shift, hours that I still don't much care for. But I now have the opportunity to serve my department in a leadership role and have a positive impact on my community. A chance to push myself to be better, to see where my hard work will take me, because anything worth achieving is going to take hard work. Without effort, even the best opportunity will fail. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize Lieutenant Rick Herring. He happens to be here with us tonight, working to make sure you all behave. Rick is a graduate of BHS class of 1981. He spent the last 30 years serving this community of Bellefontaine as a Bellefontaine police officer, DARE officer, sergeant, and lieutenant. Next Friday, Rick will be retiring. It has been an honor to have the privilege to work with Officer Rick and to carry on his legacy. Please join me in a round of applause to recognize his service to our community. And now to the class of 2021. I know all you graduates sitting there today have worked hard. Congratulations, you truly deserve it. The past year has been unlike any other, but this moment is but a brief pause in the amazing story of your lives. Your future is as bright as you want to make it. There are going to be people in your life who will push you to do great things. People who you build strong relationships with. When they push, get your feet moving so the momentum can carry you far. You will be presented with the opportunities that come with risk. Do not fear change or the unknown. If you fall, pick yourself back up, learn from your mistakes, and you'll be stronger and better the next time. Put your full effort into everything you do. Don't forget about this community. It helped mold you into the people you are today. I want you to take a moment to think about it. This place where you've made so many memories. Some of you have spent your whole life here, while some of you have more recently called this place home. But for every one of you, Bell Fountain is now an important part of your story. You will forever be a Bell Fountain chieftain. Remember what this community has given you. Remember what the teachers and staff of this amazing school have taught you. Their lessons and guidance are invaluable and have built a foundation that will support whatever you choose to pursue. The relationships you built here will be there for you when you need them. Take a moment to also remember the fun you've had in this town. Think about the summers playing baseball at Ratliff Park or softball at Southfield, swimming at the Hoffman Pool or playing soccer in Blue Jacket Park. From the plays and programs at school to the shows at the Holland Theater, you have performed. From the first job at a local business like Dairy Queen or Ron's Pizza, you've learned about hard work. The people of this community have prepared you for your future. Now, no matter where you decide to settle and make your life, let the memories of this place be the motivation for you to make that community as great as the one you grew up in. My charge to you is to work hard, be kind to your neighbors, and give back whenever you can. Your future community, no matter where it might be, needs that of you. Thank you to the Bell Fountain High School class of 2021 for the role you played in my success. I can only hope that my role in your life helped to play a part in your success. Congratulations, good luck, and if there's ever anything I can do for you, give me a call. I'm always here for you. Thank you.